So our class focus today is all about helping and encouraging our body to rest and get a good night's sleep. So releasing and easing tension in areas such as our neck, our shoulders, our back, our hips and our legs can help with all of this. For today's class, have your usual props, a mat, perhaps a yoga block, a firm pillow or a yoga bolster, some blankets and a strap or a scarf or a tie, anything that you can use to wrap around the balls of your feet. We'll start it seated on our mat in a comfortable position. Perhaps you're sat on blankets or a block. I'll meet you there. Come into any comfortable seated position. Perhaps you're sat on some blankets or a block. Rest your hands on your legs or in your lap. I invite you to close your eyes. Gently drop your chin towards your chest, or perhaps keep your eyes open and just soften your gaze. We're just arriving on our mat, arriving ready for our practice. Just feel heavier in your seat. Start to relax your inner thighs and your knees and your feet. Feel the connection to the ground beneath you. Easy breath in and out, belly is soft. And perhaps you feel the softness and the release of your shoulders away from your ears without force. Just feel the space between the bottom of your ears and your shoulders release. Notice if you are clenching your teeth. Soften your mouth, leaving a slight gap between the upper and lower rows of your teeth. If your eyes are closed, they're just softly closed. And we'll start with 5 simple breaths in and out. There's no need to open your eyes or lift your gaze, but just place your hands around your lower ribs. And as you breathe in, feel the expanse into the palm of your hands. And as you exhale, feel the withdrawal. 4 more breaths like this. Feel that movement, feel that connection with your breath. And then bring your hands to rest back in your lap or on your legs. And if your eyes were closed, flicker them open. And if your gaze was lowered, lift your gaze. Baddha Konasana, seated butterfly. You can stay sat on a support if you wish, and you can use blocks or blankets to place under your thighs as we bring our legs into butterfly. This is a lovely hip stretch. So bringing the soles of your feet together, placing any support under your thighs. And as we are aiming to calm the body, ready for rest or sleep, your butterfly can be more open. So slide your feet forward, creating more of a diamond shape with your legs. Feeling that support under your thighs. Take a deep breath in, sit up tall. And then as you exhale, feel the movement coming from your hips as you lean forward. Arms are on the inside of your legs. Maybe you hold on to your feet, or perhaps you prefer to stay more upright and just hold on to your lower legs. We'll be here for about a minute, so I would like you to be in a position that feels comfortable, but that you're getting a little bit of a stretch. There's something going on, but not too much and not too little. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Breathe into your sides and the back of your body. One more round of breath. And slowly just walk your hands up your legs and back up. Now we're going to come into a twist, seated twist. Again, option to stay sat on something. And if you were using blocks or blankets, you can pop them to one side. So we're going to extend your right leg out long, and option to bring your left knee in close, your left foot on the inside of your right leg, or you can bring your left foot on the outside of your right leg. If that feels more comfortable, you get a bit more of a stretch around your thigh and your hip area. You're going to wrap your right arm around your left leg. Take a breath in, sit up nice and tall, and then just gently turn to your left hand behind you for support. This does not have to be a deep twist. If you find trouble breathing in this position, then perhaps you've gone quite deep. Breath should be simple and with ease. One more round. And as you inhale, slowly come back to center. Slide your left leg long, bend your right knee. Option, right foot on the inside of your left leg, or bring your right foot over to the outside. Sit up tall, hug your left arm around your right leg, breathe in, and as you exhale, turn to look over your right shoulder. Keep pushing into the floor with your right foot. Calm, steady breath. We're holding these positions for about 1 minute, which can be anywhere between 5 to 8 breaths. And then slowly on an inhale, release, come back to center. Release both legs, have a little shake. Now let's come onto our knees. We're going to do puppy pose. If you have anything going on with your knees, or you're on a hard surface and you have delicate knees, even if you don't, it's always nice to pop a little support under them, little cushioning. Now puppy pose can be done with or without a support, but I'll be using a yoga bolster. So if you have blankets or a pillow, anything to just elevate and place under your chest so you can really relax down into puppy and take any pressure off your body. We're trying to soften and encourage rest and a good night's sleep. So place your bolster or any other support you're using across your mat, coming onto your knees, making sure knees are under your hips. Walk your arms over your bolster and then gently lower your chest down. And you can bring your forearms onto the floor if that feels better, or just keep your hands slightly lifted. Release your head, rest your chin on your bolster. And perhaps your head touches the floor, this is okay, or you want to bring a bit of support, another pillow or a blanket to support your forehead, then please adjust, get anything you need so that you can relax in this position for 5 to 8 breaths. Gently lift your head, press your hands into the floor and come up from your puppy. Balasana, child's pose. Supported or unsupported. I'm going to do unsupported, but if you want to come into a supported child's pose, you can come into a wide knee stretch and place your bolster or any pillows in front of you and lie down on those. If you want a deeper stretch, then perhaps you're not going to use any support. Try with both, play around, explore, see what feels good, what's beneficial for you, where you can really fully relax and release. Arms can be stretched forward, folded, or down by your side. You choose. And we'll be here for 5 to 8 breaths. Soften your face. Feel your seat heading back towards your heels. We don't want to feel any pain or discomfort. If there's pain in your knees, then perhaps come out, sit quietly, or place a blanket at the back of your knees. And just feel your body softening as we stay here for a few breaths more. Three more breaths. As you breathe, feel the expanse in the back of your body, the sides of your body. Slowly lift your head and walk up to a comfortable seated position. Next, a little bit of back tension release. We're going to need maybe an extra couple of blankets placed under our pelvis for Sphinx, Cobra and Seal. Any other props, just pop to one side. Use as many blankets as you want to. Coming up a little bit higher around underneath our pelvis just helps to not compress our lower back so much. So just see how it feels for you. Forearms onto the floor, elbows under shoulders. If this still feels like there's a little bit too much pinching in your back, you can slide forward and come down a little bit more onto your ribs. Feet are hip distance apart. Otherwise, elbows under shoulders. Look straight ahead, chin parallel to the floor. Try and release any holding in your glutes here and relax into your back, but feeling the stretch across your front of your body as well, across your tummy, across your chest. Of course, any pain or discomfort, please come out. Perhaps just lower down, rest your head on your forearms, windshield wipe your legs and just take a moment. Feel free to close your eyes here or soften and lower your gaze. If your eyes were closed, open them. Option here is to go a little bit wider, keep your hands forward, lift up into seal. Or our other option is to elbows go wide, slide your hands under your shoulders and lift into cobra. Now these are quite deep back bends, both of them. So we're going to move and breathe in these ones, okay? So choose, or perhaps you're just really happy staying in Sphinx, okay? If you want to stay in Sphinx, stay here for another few breaths. Otherwise, join me in Cobra or Seal. I'll be doing Seal. Even if you're in Cobra, just take a breath in, rise up. And then on your exhale, slowly lower down, chin into chest. Inhale, push up again. Exhale, slowly lower, chin to chest. Just releasing and feeling the stretch in your neck. Rise up, breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. And exhale down, chin to chest. Last one, inhale, rise up. And exhale. This time stack your forearms, rest your cheek or your forehead and just take a moment. Bend your knees and gently windshield wiper your legs. Take another couple of breaths in your prone position, your prone resting position. And then gently lift your head, place your hands under your shoulders, gently push up into tabletop. Find any comfortable seated position. We are going to come down onto our backs and you will need a yoga strap, a tie or a towel to wrap around the balls of your feet, and perhaps something under your head to support your neck. So gently lowering yourself down. Starting off with your knees bent. Roll out your strap and just come into constructive rest for a moment for a breath. Arms down by your side, palms up, or perhaps hands resting on your tummy. Soften around your shoulders. Make sure you feel comfortable and supported around your neck. And then just opening your eyes if they were closed, finding your strap, your towel or blanket, place it around the balls of your right foot. Left knee can stay bent or you can stretch your left leg out long. Your right arm holds on to your support, your prop, and your arm can be straight or bent. However, as long as your right shoulder feels relaxed and you're not doing too much work here, we're moving into a gentle hamstring stretch. I've got a slight bend in my right knee. I'm not over straightening and causing any hyperextension, so just a slight bend. Ankle and knee and hip aligned to start off with. Make sure your right arm feels relaxed. We'll take 5 breaths here. Now just gently start to bring your right leg towards you, deepening your hamstring stretch a little bit. But we don't want to overstretch, not too much, not too little. Want to feel something, a little release. Again, right arm may have a bend, no need to have it completely straight. So you stay relaxed. Left leg can be long or left knee bent. Still keeping a micro bend in my right knee. And gently release and hug your right knee into your chest. At this point, if your left knee is still bent, you can straighten your left leg out for a deeper stretch into your left hip flexor. Relax your right foot and relax your upper back and your shoulders and your neck. Relax your left leg. Calm and steady breath. And then rebend your left knee, place your right ankle onto your left thigh and start off by gently pushing your right thigh away from you. And we'll feel a little bit more of a stretch there in our right hip. And this may feel really nice and there's no need to do anything else. So you can stay here. Or the other option is to wrap your arms around your left thigh and draw your left knee in towards your chest. Your left knee can stay bent or you can straighten your left leg. Entirely up to you. Relax your upper body. And with this one, you might feel more connected to the floor through your lower back, so soften and relax around your lower back as well. Any pain or discomfort, come out and take constructive rest, knees bent. Just a few moments rest. And then slowly place your left foot onto the floor and bring your right foot to the floor. Perhaps you want to stretch long, arms above your head, stretch your legs long, point and flex your feet. And let's go to the other side. Bending both knees, feet start firmly on the floor. Finding your strap, place it around the balls of your left foot. Again, micro bend in your left knee, having your ankle, your knee and your hips in a line. Right leg can stay bent or stretched out. Left arm can be bent, relaxed. Left side of your body relaxed. Right arm can be on the floor or resting on your right leg or your tummy. Find the best position that supports you. Noticing how your body responds. Do you feel that release? Do you feel that softening? Be present and aware of what's happening. And then take the stretch a little bit further if you want to. Start to pull your leg towards you. But not too much effort required, and your breath should stay calm and steady. Neck and shoulders relaxed. Slowly release, take your strap away, hug your left knee in towards your chest and extend your right leg long. Deep breath in and release out. Relax your right leg, relax your left leg. Bend your right knee, place your right foot on the floor and bring your left ankle onto your right thigh. Gently push your left thigh away from you. Stay like this, stay right here if that feels good, or reach through. Wrap your hands around your shin or at the back of your right leg. Right knee bent or right leg straight as you gently pull your right knee in towards you. How does this feel? Where's the stretch? Can you relax? Can you let go? And then release right foot to the floor, left foot to the floor. And I invite you to come back into your long body stretch. Big breath in. And arms come back down. As you breathe out, rebend your knees. And we're going to float both legs up into the air. Ankles, knees and hips aligned, and perhaps a little shake of your legs. And then just gentle bend your knees up and down. Let your heels just drop towards your sitting bones, towards your glutes. One more time. Legs back up, and then just wiggle your toes. Wiggle your ankles, maybe some little rotations in any direction. Change the direction. Another little bit of a shake. Let that shake kind of vibrate down into your hips as well and into your glutes. Nice. Our legs hold a lot of tension. Some of you may be suffering with restless legs as well through the night, and this can really help. Okay, point and flex your feet. Lovely. And then gently release both feet to the floor. Now we're going to do supported bridge. So find your yoga block. Perhaps you want to put a blanket over it. We're going to start off feet flat on the floor, knees bent. Make sure your toes are pointing towards the bottom of your mat and your feet are about hip distance wide. And you don't have to squeeze your feet so they're all the way touching your glutes. That's not necessary. Just feel really comfortable in the placement. Your back feels comfortable, your legs feel comfortable, feet comfortable. And then push into your feet, lift your hips up and slide your block underneath and place it into your sacrum, the flat part of your lower back. And then just release your block, your back down into your block. Relax your head, your neck, your shoulders. Hands can stay on your belly or arms can come down by your side. And just let your lower back sink into your block. There's no need to go really high in your block. If you feel like your block is uncomfortable, take your block out by lifting your hips up, slide your block out, come onto your sides, come up, find some blankets and perhaps place them under your lower back for support, because we don't want to be holding our own for this bridge. We want some support under our lower back. And when you have found the best position for you in your bridge, we'll just hold here for a few breaths. Soft belly, soft body, feeling supported. There is always an option to stretch one leg long or both legs or alternate legs. That can be quite a deep back bend, so there shouldn't be any pinching or any pain. It should feel like a release if you do opt to do one or both legs out like that. That's far too deep for me, so I'll keep my knees bent, but there's always options. Many ways to do one position or add some other elements to it. One more round of breath here. Push your feet, engage your glutes, lift and slide your block or your blankets out from underneath you and gently roll back down. And just take a moment in constructive rest. Hands can rest on your belly. Or if it feels good, perhaps you want to bring your knees in towards your chest and gentle rock from side to side or stillness. Bring your feet to the floor, roll onto any side and come up to seated. Now we're going to come into a straddle position. So I invite you to sit on something if you want to. Placing any other props that you may have on your mat to one side. Okay. Now for straddle, sometimes if you've got quite a lot of mobility, you can bring your legs out quite wide. But I tend to gauge wherever your knees are as you sit cross legs. That's probably a really comfortable position to have your straddle position in. So see how this feels for you. That feels great for me. Any wider, then I feel a little bit more of a pulling, and that may be the same for you. So just see how this feels. So we're going to come into a straddle and just relax your feet, relax your legs. If there's any discomfort in your knees, please feel free to roll up your blankets or any towels and place them under your knees. Start to walk your hands forward, hinging from your hips until you feel a nice stretch, hamstring release, maybe a lower back lengthen. Relax your feet. Look straight down towards the floor, or perhaps dip your chin to your chest. Or maybe it feels nice to just hold on to the tops of your feet or your ankles so you can rest your arms on your legs. And if you want to go one step further, you can take your pillows or your yoga bolster and bring your head down onto it. Just rest here, and if your head doesn't quite go that far, that's absolutely fine. Stack it all the way up, as long as you can release your neck. If you're fine like this, no problem. Again, explore and play around with what feels good and where you can release and let go. And we'll be here for a few breaths. One more breath. Slowly lift your head, walk your hands back towards your body. Come up to seated. Remove your prop if you were using one. We're going to come into a nice side stretch now. So bend your right knee and place your right foot to your inner thigh. If that's too much of a bend for your knee, then just bend somewhere and bring your foot in front of you. Doesn't have to come all the way in. See what feels good. And then gently start to lean towards your left side. Your arm may rest on your left leg, on the outside, or perhaps on the inside. Perhaps you hold your foot. So again, explore what feels good, and then gently turn towards your right. Head can be up if that feels okay for your neck, or you can look down towards your left leg, your left foot, and then bring your right arm up and over for a deep right side stretch, or your hand to the back of your head, or you can wrap your hand around your lower back. So find what feels good for you. Each gives a different release. Each placement of our arm feels different. And when you next exhale, bring yourself back up. Okay, gently bend your right knee, stretch your right leg out. Let's go left side. Bend your left knee, place your left foot inner or away from the inside of your right leg. Wherever feels comfortable. Start to lean towards your right side, turn open to the left. Left arm can come up and over, around your lower back, the back of your head. Eyes can remain open or closed. Looking up or looking down. And then slowly, as you exhale, come back up. Now we're going to come to complete rest, our Shavasana. Any blankets, pillows, props to make yourself as comfortable as you can be. Perhaps something to support your head and something under your knees, an eye mask and a blanket, anything that will support your rest. So gently lower yourself down, making sure in whichever position you're in, you feel completely comfortable and supported. Perhaps you stay seated but against a wall, or you're sat in a chair. Once you feel settled, breathe in through your nose and an audible sigh out through your mouth. 2 more times. Breathe in through your nose. Audible sigh through your mouth. Last time. Breathe in and sigh out. Nothing left to do or say as we just arrive in stillness to rest. And start to bring some movement into your fingers and your toes. Come back to your breath. And perhaps you want to stretch. And then when you're ready, roll onto any side and just linger there for a moment. Rest your head on your arm. And then gently push your way up into any comfortable seated position if you're not already seated. Hands resting comfortably in your lap or on your legs, sitting up tall. And just take a deep inhale and lift your shoulders up towards your ears. And as you exhale, slowly release your shoulders down and feel that space. Feel that length in your neck. And hopefully you can take this feeling of relaxation, this release, and have deep rest. Perhaps a better night's sleep. When you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes or lift your gaze. Thank you for joining me. I hope you feel a little bit more of a release around your neck, your shoulders, your back, your hips, and that you've expended some energy in your legs. I do hope that this practice brings you better rest and a better night's sleep. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next Friday.